I don't know if anyone else has been in this situation, but probably not even close to what I've had to go through. Either way, I just wanted to know if you've ever been sucker punched and if you decided you're going to be okay with taking that person back. Like, oh, hell no. If you ask me, they did stuff to me that nobody should ever think of getting away with doing, but they just did it willy-nilly all over my life, playing about as if they had my better interest at heart. They never had my better interest at heart. People that have your better interest at heart show up when you need them. And especially, holidays, birthdays, different situations, different scenarios. You're not going to fight for those things that are going to be like freely given, are you? So why should I fight for those things when they're not even corresponding correctly with me? They want to sucker punch every last little portion of my life, leave me in emotional turmoil for so long, and then suggest that they're still good people, or they want to still try and be a part of my life. Fuck no. What they did to me is beyond even imagination for other people. And the part that hurts the most is that you matter just as much as they matter. But if they're not going to matter to themselves enough to realize how much you matter, and instead they're just going to make sure that you know for yourself at different intervals throughout my life that you don't matter at all, why would I even want to make these people matter to me at all ever again? You can sort of imagine steel wool, taking steel wool to somebody's brains. That's basically what they did to me throughout my whole history. You can't reason through it because you just don't have your reasoning skills with you. So people can think that it's just dumb or idiotic, which it does sound, because it's just like, how could you not see those things happening to you? You just can't. When it's arsenic poisoning, that's why they call it the king of all poisons. It's because you can't reason through a thing. You really just can't. It's not, you don't want to. You feel it down to your bones that you're suffocating, but you can't even reason through the fact of why you're suffocating until you learn it through patterns of that abuse. So it's a very demonic realm of territory to be touching on when people are willing to do that to a person in general, but then it's their own. Like, how can they even look at themselves in the mirror? And it especially hits home when it was made where here towards the end of what was supposed to be the end of my life, I'm sitting there figuring it out, and I'm calling them all out on all of their actions, because now I'm like able to steal back my time, energy, enough to actually be able to like write down as much as I can and continue to write and write and write. And then all of a sudden they're sitting there placating, like as if they had to completely make up excuses for what they had done. Like, who in their right mind thinks of even doing that, A, and then B, who in their right mind is going to tolerate that? Coming to find out that that's the way that they've been treating you the whole time, ever since you were a kid, and even a baby. Like, being my dad, for an example, like, I don't know how that man can stand up, put on pants, dress himself. You need to change your whole wardrobe, dude. You're not a good man at all. I don't care how you dress yourself up, and I don't care where you go buy your clothes. And not to mention that, but like just all the blight that's been in my life caused by these people. He can't even donate a fucking penny. He's such a fucking piece of shit. So just like children blowing up in the acts of war, I believe that they have a mighty, mighty place in the kingdom of heaven. You can think however you want to about that one. But it's pretty much just like that. They want to hack away every last little portion of my life, steal my life away from me, poison me to death so that no one else can hear what I have to say about any of it. And then, because I'm out here talking and I'm out here sharing it on Facebook and this and that, they got to maliciously take over my Facebook account and take it down. And that was the, second or third one, I think, at that point. And it's like, I think it was a second Facebook account, or third. I don't know. Either way, they're just taking over so much of your actual ability to reach others that they're thinking, well, if I can get away with this, then I can get away with that too. And sure, you might be easy to push around when you're being poisoned up, but when you're done, and you're done dealing with their energies, and you're calling back your energy from those people, they really don't have a next move. They really don't. And especially not in the spiritual realm. So sure, they might be able to take your life completely away. But that doesn't leave them in such a good way for when they pass away. They should really be thinking about that one a lot, and an awful long time. You should be thinking long and hard about how you're going to be in the spiritual realm when you die. Or maybe you just think that you just die. You get away with whatever the mess you did over other people's lives, and that's all it is. That's all she wrote, right? Then what happens to your feeling center? It just goes nowhere. Are people really that complicated in their minds to not think that their feeling center has anything to do with the spiritual side of anything? Sorry, but that's where they're wrong, and they know they're wrong. They know they're wrong already, which is why that they needed me to walk through this door, flop to the ground, and have it be my very last day. It's why the very next day I'm calling my brother, and he was shell-shocked that I was even still alive. Like, you guys really think that the Lord's gonna allow you just to get away with murder? Oh, okay. So I guess better luck next time, right? You know, your next life, right? You get a do over like Mario Brothers. You die and you get another life, right? That's how it works. Whatever, man. I'm done.